It's a beautiful Saturday morning in May. The sun's shining, a gentle breeze is blowing, and I've got big plans. To come to work and stay inside and finally fix our broken UPS. Yes, my friends, the battery backup in our server room lit on fire. And it has taken us until now, but we finally got it. Our replacement unit from Eaton, so we're gonna be pulling that one out, putting this one in, and all with the help of everyone's best friend, Brian the electrician.
Brian the electrician, he's electrifying and helpful, such a helpful man.
And it's brought to you by Ruggable. Use code LTT to get 15% off Ruggable rugs. They'll protect your floors from your computer chair, and they're machine washable with non-slip pads to stay in place. We've got them linked below. So Eaton had some complaints about the way that we had our original UPS configured. They kind of went, number one, you guys did not have enough airflow around that unit. They were particularly unhappy about that. Number two, there is absolutely no way to get this thing out of there and get a new one in. So we installed magnetic doors into the back of the server room. Isn't that cool? So they're these nice, thick, heavy doors, so they actually still block the sound in there extremely well, but now we've got easy access. So this is the noise absorbing material that I haphazardly installed inside the server room a little while back. You might have noticed it only goes to about here. That's because this wall used to be the back wall of the server room, but the technician from Eaton came here and was like, hey, you guys need to have a bunch of clearance behind the unit. So we ripped out this wall, which is great because it means I'm gonna actually be able to put like some bins and stuff so I can have all of my server room specific cables and junk right back here. So I'm actually loving this. Okay, so you're up, dude. How do we remove the tack cable? Now, something I actually didn't tell Brian is that Eaton all but blamed our installer. Those of you who were there will probably remember our installer.
Because I remember doing this, but I don't remember doing this.
I mean, I could be wrong, actually.
Huh?
Huh? Yeah, I could be wrong. I used the top of the UPS. Ow! I'm fine, just that thing dropped on my foot. My perfectly adequately protected foot. I used the top of the UPS to store our cold spare 10 terabyte drives, and then apparently I've also got a network card there. Should probably put that back in inventory. Okay. Ow! Aw, dang it! Right now, because our UPS isn't running, we don't have enough circuits in this room. So we're actually just grabbing power from other circuits around the office and running extension cords in here. It's a super bad time. Actually, we should just turn them off. The craziest thing about all these batteries is that if we have all the servers running full tilt, I think it only goes for like an hour. Eaton actually worked out a pretty nice deal for us. Even though we were slightly out of warranty, they agreed to cover the main unit as long as we bought our own, I think it was batteries, which these were coming up on time to replace them anyway. So I think we had to buy the warranty and service plan as well. Just, I don't know, maybe they don't trust us. The other part of the deal was we had to talk through some of the things we did wrong to make sure that other Eaton customers don't make the same mistakes. The UPS trains are coming. Choo-choo. Oh. Hold on, let me just lift up and over the cable. Oh, this is the new generation replacement for this.
Wow. You had a bonfire going on in there.
Do you want to give us a short explanation of what we're looking at here? What are bus bars?
Well, they serve the same function as a wire. It's just, it's a lot more convenient. It's just a straight piece of metal and
thick.
Yeah, and well, not necessarily,
Well,
but
some of them are.
Yeah.
Like, damn, look at that one.
So whatever happened here with these bus bars,
Yeah.
their connections likely were loose, and over time, in this case, it looks like it just started to arc and caught the PCB on fire.
Now that's another thing that Eaton gave me heck for, because we should be having this serviced. I think it's either every 6 months or annually to make sure that everything is hunky-dory inside. So this is the kind of thing that a regular service should have caught. What do you mean by loose though? There isn't even a nut on them.
Exactly. Where did that go? There should be fasteners on there.
Is it possible that that's something that is supposed to happen at the time of installation, but we just didn't know?
I don't think so, because again, how would this thing go for 3 years with no fasteners there and not be an issue? And keep in mind too, that this being in place, where the electrician is supposed to tie in, covers that. Generally,
yeah,
All the electrician has to do is they enter the cable and tie it in.
Right.
That's it. Anything else is generally pre-done.
I can tell you now that Eaton blamed it on installer failure.
Okay.
And then you're looking at it, blaming it on Eaton's failure.
Yeah.
Well, I see both sides of this, because to me what this looks like is Eaton's intent is for these to be either hooked up or capped off by whoever's installing it. And they say there's supposed to be an Eaton technician present or to check it over before you actually flip the switch. So we're doing that this time. But I can see why you would look at this and go, well, that's a colossally stupid design to not have these at least with placeholder nuts on them.
Yeah.
For any that I'm not actually connecting, because it's got this cover plate in place.
Yeah.
Where everything that I'm supposed to hook up is here. So what, I'm supposed to open this up and make sure they put locking nuts on these things? I see it both ways. This here is the 9PXM. It can be configured in, let me see, yeah, okay, 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20 kilovolt amp configurations. I guess they assume you're gonna want at least one of the bays left for batteries, or rather, that's 2. So this is the 12 bay unit. We've configured it in a, man, it's heavy, in a 12 kilovolt amp configuration. So this right here, list price, is about 9 grand. For the 12 kilovolt amp config, you're gonna need 3 of these modular power modules. That lists for about 11 grand. We've got 6 battery modules to take up the, here we go, the bottom 3 sort of bays here, or rather 6 bays. That's worth about 2,500 bucks. And then rounding out the configuration is our $1,500 startup commission, which we are definitely paying this time, the $2,000 for the warranty, and of course, a $600 gigabit network card. They really do get you on that, enterprise specialty stuff, because let me tell you, a gigabit network card under normal circumstances would be worth about $6, not $600. Is that a SIM card? Oh, that kind of makes sense if you wanted to have like always, for sure, definitely connectivity. Oh, that's really cool. That brings our total to about $30,000 for everything you see here. But it's hard to say how reflective of the real world that really is, because these kinds of products are rarely sold at list price. In fact, our invoice has like a list price and then a customer price, and you gotta remember that this is in Canadian monetary units. So around back, you can see we've got these gorgeous 30 amp connectors over here. I figured out what EBM is for, so that's if you wanna get another one of these units and just have it full of batteries. So that might explain why you would do like a 5 power module unit, because you've just got like one giant one next to it that's full of batteries. Getting access to the inside is as simple as opening up a hinged door. And they've switched from locking nuts to nuts and washers. I wonder if I'm the only one who ever had that issue. While Brian's looking for a hole saw big enough to put our tech cable through the bottom of one of these covers here, I'm actually going to put on all the ones that we are not going to be using. That is the coolest drill attachment ever. Look at this thing. It's an impact gimbal, so you can get at a tight spot like that. That is so cool. You have the coolest toys. I mean, I have the coolest toys, but you have the second coolest toys. All right, should we put this in there?
Oh, that's not bad.
Why you gotta emasculate me like that? You always do this. You specifically went around to the heavy side. You could have just as easily taken the light side,
you can take the heavy
one
side
of these
if you
sides,
like.
or where it's equal. Oh God, that's heavy. We can put it down now.
That's why I took the heavy side, Linus.
We'll slide. No problem. No problem,
good,
buds. It's all good. This is like cable management for men.
Cable management.
I like that.
Crazy idea. We drill this into some 2x4s and we lift it up by 4 inches.
Yeah, you have 2x4s?
Yes, I have 2x4s. Does this pallet have any 2x4s in it? Oh, you have a hammer? I can do it. You can do something else. Don't supervise.
It's you with the tool, Linus.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to host the video by myself. Hey, got him. Okay, well, let's see if it actually worked before I congratulate myself too much here. You know your ring connector is hardcore when you literally need a hammer to tighten it.
I believe they do actually make like funky wrenches to grab the lock nut.
Great work, Brian. You know, he's not even a real electrician anymore.
Yeah, I do refrigeration now.
Yeah. It's okay, that's great though, because he's gonna help me air condition my house. Stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed. It's gonna be great. I ordered the wrong air conditioner twice. Here it is, the $600 gigabit network card. An environmental monitoring probe Gen 2. I don't remember paying for this, so this must just be something they sent because they were so unhappy about the deplorable conditions of the old one. Maybe they're gonna come by with the sensors and explain to us how this hooks up. Well, these are fancier than the old ones. Man, those are deep. All right, here we go. These actually double stack and then they are 2 wide in each bay.
That's cool.
So yeah, this thing is dense.
Hey, well, if you got the room.
I replaced my 6 batteries with 6 batteries thinking that like, that'd be fine. But yeah, if I'm going 1, 2, 3 power modules, I could put another 6 batteries in this thing. Wait, what is this? Is this thing only half full?
I mean, assuming everything is the same capacity.
And they've got twice as many cooling fans on them now. I believe the old ones only had 1 cooling fan. These are enormous compared to the old ones. So here's one of the old ones. This is, by comparison, absolutely pinner. The difference in depth and height more than make up for the sort of skinnier profile that it has. Now that it's in, I can see why they want about 6 inches of space on this side, because you can see the ventilation at the back because of the AC output is kind of impeded. And those fans from the power modules, which can only go on this side, are pulling air in from the front. So what we should really be doing is shoving it over a little bit, but the problem, as I noticed from the front, is that it's not really movable anymore. Really? Oh yeah, there you go, easy. Shut up, Brian. Okay, these aren't actually plugged into anything. We're not gonna be drawing any power from it, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe back up a little, just in case.
No, you're gonna go kaboom, I'm gonna go kaboom too. Let's do it.
I'm not.
All right, well, this one's definitely got some cooling fans in it.
Yeah.
They're goers. But is it actually delivering any power?
All the switches on the back here look like they're off.
Okay, load not powered. Press power button to turn on.
Hey, the fan's
Online
on.
mode. So it works.
Yes, it does. So you're gonna be very tempted to move the whole server rack onto this thing now, aren't you?
Very tempted. Not having a battery backup has been making me very uncomfortable. With the inspection done, it's move-in day. This comes off the top of the rack and goes back here in the back of the server closet now. All my excess hard drives, so these are my cold spares in case something fails and I need something to quickly throw in there to rebuild the array. And all the accessories for the Eaton UPS. Actually, these don't need their own box, do they? Does anyone have a Sharpie marker on them by any chance? This was so awful. And you can pull this red one too. To be clear, I love power squids. This is just, I don't want them in my server room. And that's it. Everything's back on and battery backed up. And it's brought to you by Linode. Linode provides virtual servers that make it easy and affordable to host your own app, site, service, or whatever you want in the cloud. Other entry-level hostings work to start up, but you'll eventually want something powerful, customizable, and able to use for cloud computing. You can easily set up your own server with their one-click apps, and they've even got a DIY option if you want to go full custom setup. You can deploy Minecraft, CSGO servers, WordPress, and so much more. And you can even spin up your own VPN and have plenty of space to host a website, app, or game server. They've got affordable pricing with no hidden fees. And the best of all is their 100% human, 24/7, 365 customer service via phone or support tickets. Get $20 in free credit towards your new account with code Linus20 at the link in the video description. If you guys enjoyed this video, maybe check out the one where Brian and I install a car charger in my garage. That one was lots of fun.